Harper's Ferry with his 19 men so true. He frightened old Virginia too.
Oh, friends, as media has portrayed me, my name is Captain Harper's Ferry John Brown, and I am in the 21st century to tell you my soul goes marching on. Like Lazarus, I am back from the grave on the anniversary of the attack at Harper's Ferry. As the sword tip of abolitionist struggle, to tell you that God has purged this blood and will continue to do for all slavery, whether it be wage slavery, chattel slavery, prison slavery, or incarcerated through injustice. Rot hath what prisons make with iron bars. I have not returned to gratify any personal animosity or revenge, just to let this body speak through me, my sympathy with oppressed and wronged, that as good as you are as precious to whichever you hold consciousness. I will not apologize for any action, inaction. I will not tell you a lie. I will tell you the whole truth, like I did to those people in the Charleston jail, as I did my whole life, abolishing slavery in this sinful country.
Amen, Captain!
From Shakespeare, I'm a man. I'm a man. I have sinned more than sinned against. I will not go into what I should have done, if I should have made it into the Shenandoah when I had the chance, when I should have allied fears that I was going to burn or pillage or get rid of the prisoners that had families and children to take care of. I allowed the train to pass, sparing passengers, which regard for life and liberty to every single soul. I am still of my own prompting, for my own maker, of which I subscribe to. But I acknowledge no master in human form, no slave owner,
Yes!
no warder. I think, friends, you are harboring a great wrong. I say this without being offensive. I try to act against any wicked, willfully held in bondage to start any perpetuation motion, whether it be revolution, rebel, alien, or war. The golden rule that I've held on to my whole life, do all unto others as they do unto you, applies for people to gain liberty. From the moldering grave, I am in the service to find and end slavery and destroy wicked walls like a contemporary Jericho. Slavery contrives and morphs and reams in the south of Angola, on the west coast of the prison nation at Soledad, Attica, Sing Sing, Pelican Bay, Louisiana, all your states, and at Starbucks, McDonald's, where the fruit of the labor of millions is desecrated by slave owners of a new type. There are the wearing of chains, fettering minds, society keeps in walls, could only mean that slavery has kept on a new devilish form. It is my deliberate judgment, most effectual way to deliberately meddle with the system. At Kansas, at the ferry which I tried at through consciousness direct action, we have no way to support incarcerated prisoners of war without taking from prison holders their property. If we need fist, fire, flame, I pray the cause is not in vain. I still believe that 1, 2, 3 Harper's Ferries is worth more than one politician, one conniving jackanapes trying to go against servile struggle in Master's house, as well as the armchair abolitionists going through the Master's organizations with the mercenaries to stand by to be nothing but innocent Philistines. This morning when I woke up, I realized I still despise both Masters' parties. The undemocratic party continues to be a hand of Lucifer in sheep's clothing, continues to talk against prisons in order to win elections. The hope of the Republican Party is only Judas. But never have they seen or eaten bread or walked with the person in the chain gang walking with bloody rings around their ankles, starving in your streets, millions of invisible trying to get work because they have a record. They will see them now. I was in jail. Many of you read it in the Harper's Weekly about my death leading up to it in Charlestown. When I was in jail, I was devoid of light, fall fragrances, safety and joy. In the South, I've seen flocks of restless souls yearning to breathe free, while many inhabitants in towers are there while you turn the other cheek. Chains on the plantation under the Constitution, chains in a castle under the Constitution is much chagrin to the pursuit of happiness. There will be more, I reckon, General Tubmans, Malcolms, Che Guevaras, Denmark Vesleys, Nat Turners, Haitian revolutionaries, Dangerfields, George Jackson, Sitting Bulls, Little Crows, Osborne, Shield Greens, to bring fire to the Master's house. If in the 1850s they put $1,000 on my head, I still invoke to put 1 penny, if God willing, on Warden Joe Biden, the master and police of millions of immigrant children, parents, workers in captivity. Abolitionists today, find your fire. I will walk with you. I will walk with you to take the fight as I try to take the fight to Africa and now to every walled city, precinct, and ghetto. In memes, blogs, and websites, you still call me a fanatic. Would you sling these insults at police, prison guards who smile at your children at the lemonade stand in full armor and then hold your child down in fetters because children become afraid? Would you sling these insults at people, create vile words to continually abuse you because of some past life mistake? Warders and police are fanatical. Who the gods destroy, they first make mad, and they are mad. I am mad. Friends, secure the right to be mad. I continue in life or death too equally before eternity and after that little speck in the center before others. I am prepared. And in your books, your blogs, I am a traitor and a terrorist. In the Old Testament, remember them who are in bonds and bound with them. You are friends with the people in bondage. How can you ever be free if your liberty is still hung up on someone else's? Peace for once wicked, cruel, unjust enactments like the so-called 13th Amendment created out of war, I tried to create and foster between the liberated and the masters. Is it traitorous to deny the 13th is no more than a 12.5 amendment? This traitorous constitute life? Starve out this clause, make this wart desiccation, create a 28th Amendment, and nullify this past, replace the government that no longer exists. I wish to say furthermore, people, prepare for a settlement of that reform and abolitionist questions that come up so much sooner than you were prepared for. Prepare to weep the whirlwind from that terrible swift